Hey guys, it's AG-Girl in 1904, and I'm here with Raquel, sort of again. Hi. Welcome back to my part 2 of the DIYs for Raquel. If you guys haven't already, go watch part 1 because I craft and it's fun and it's a continuation of this video. And if you did and you're here, thanks for popping back in. I love you guys. Okay, so in this video, we are going to go over how I made Raquel's shirt, her spa headband, and little Crocs with removable gibbets. Yeah, I'm excited. And really, I'm really proud of how these projects all turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the crafting process as much as I do. And without further ado, let's begin. Roll the tapes.
So since Girl of the Year did come out, you know, not in the actual year, I was seeing things like this at Hobby Lobby on clearance and picking them out because I already knew that Raquel was coming. So I literally got the shirt for like $1. Maybe it was $2. And it's interesting because these like greens actually match pretty well. Like I was like, oh dang, Raquel's is more like, you know, teal. Maybe I should do like a slight teal, but I already have these, you know, this was like the coming thing.
So I think I lost the footage for this tiny bit, or I was just distracted by little. But so basically what I was trying to tell everybody is that I'm making a miniature version of this shirt. So I'm using, again, the Emily Rose t-shirts from Amazon, and I'm going to make a little shirt for Raquel that has the same pickleball logo on it, so we can be matching. So now I'm taking a picture of my shirt in a flat lay position in my bathroom. Yeah, I know, don't judge me, it's the bathroom. But my bathroom has the best white lighting. I tried to do it in my room and it was not working out because of my window, and I even tried hooking up a ring light, but I just wasn't happy with the shadows, and I wanted a good consistency for this because it is all white. I didn't want like there to be a slight color, and then, you know, I'd have to adjust it in Photoshop, all that, blah, 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 blah. So I just took this picture with my good camera, so I'd have like the best quality, you know, pixel wise, and bumped it up with my f-stop, made it a little brighter, and used it in Photoshop, and I think it's going to turn out really, really good. So here I am in Photoshop, and I'm going to open up my picture that I took in the bathroom, and I'm also going to open up another brand new document that is a letter size, so a 8.5 by 11, so then, you know, I can print it easier. So I'm grabbing the whole thing and I'm going to copy and paste it into the new file, and I just gotta make it a lot smaller. I shrink it with like the Shift T. It's the only way I know how to do it, don't judge me. So then I'm going to be erasing all of the like white color again, so it can look as white as the paper, so the object is just to not be able to see the extra bit on there because it will show up slightly on a white t-shirt. Not a whole lot, but a little. So I'm erasing everything. Sometimes I use like the magic wand tool. It was not working with all this because it was so like a distressed look and it was trying to get rid of everything. And then here I am I'm adjusting the curves. You can't really see because it's like a pop-up window, so that's not shown in my stupid recordings. I don't know why. I'm going to fix that. Oh well. But so I'm adjusting the curves to make the background of it like as white as possible, again, so it blends in with the paper. But then as you can see, it kind of makes the pink and the green fade. They're a little different color. So my solution for this was using the burn tool. I was kind of messing with different colors with it too, but I ultimately decided on using the burn option. So you can use it with midtones, highlights, and shadows. I also lightened it a little bit too, as you can tell, slightly. So here's me burning the whole thing. I went over the greens. I go over the pinks a lot because the pink just was not showing up for as much as I liked. So I went over it a lot of times, again, just under the mid-tones. Highlights were not doing it. It was looking like legit like it was burned. So just stuck to the mid-tones and the shadows of it. And yeah, I went over the pink like 5 or 6, 7 times. And I was really proud of how it turned out. I don't usually use this method for something like this, but it worked out surprisingly. So as you can see, it already looks way darker than before. I did also go again and burn the green, just so it kind of matched more my color shirt. I did try playing around with like the hues and saturation. Again, adding, you know, more red tones, more blue tones, more yellow tones, etc. to see how it would look. But again, I ultimately just kind of went with how it turned out after the original. I think I changed the color just ever so slightly. Again, I was like holding my shirt up to the computer and was like, does this look right? No, maybe this. No, I don't know. And yeah. It's kind of hard to tell, you know, color, how it will come out in print versus how it will look, you know, on a computer. But I did my best. And then, you know, I was just like, you know what? They're pinks and greens. If they're a little slightly off, it's fine with me. You know, no one's going to look that hard at my shirt and her shirt and be like, those are different shades of green and pink. Did you know that? But no, like, so I'm fine with how it came out. I think it's so cute. Guys, I did a mock print up and it turned out to be the exact size. Yeah, for eyeballing. And then I realized something. You have to mirror the image. Don't forget that. I did almost forget that. I didn't print it yet. So that's my mirrored image of it. And it should be the same size. Okay, I can delete that. Now we can print this. We just gotta load the paper into the printer the right way and then make sure we print in color. Oh my gosh, guys, look what I found in the back of my the paper. I made these other logos. I think I maybe plan to do other t-shirts and give them to my friends, or do like Linda, Susan, Emily, I don't know, but I have 2 of these now, so yeah, that's pretty slay. Because I always feel bad like wasting so much paper like with this, because it's like one thing on it and then I have to cut it out, you know, so it's like, but I just thought that was really funny that that's in there. Like, tell me you're an AG fan without telling me you're an AG fan. I randomly found this. Lola just said, your ink cartridge is low, so the quality might not be that good. That's fine. You can do it, printer. You can do it in cartridges. I just hope I loaded the paper right too, low. Sorry if this is like literally so chaotic. This is just how I craft. Do anything. Why are we out of focus? Hello. Okay, it did turn out. I printed it on the right side. So yeah, load it in. Sometimes there's like, I don't even know if you can see that, a purple or a red line. So when it goes, then it's on that side. And it's mirrored and in color. If you look really closely, you can see like the excess white, but that's fine, it's okay. It's on a white shirt. That's why I did it the way I did it. Already thinking ahead, like, hello. I just gotta tie-dye that, and that might be next girl of the year. Wink, wink, a cock, who knows? Okay, so I got it all prepped, got my heat mat so I don't damage the table. I got my shirt and it's open, so the Velcro isn't wonky weird. I have the thing facing the correct direction. Iron is on high heat, no steam. They said like 20 seconds. Some say 30 because it's, again, it's very small. I'm just trying to make sure this is like perfect, lined up. Yeah, okay. And again, we're just gonna go in little circles. Okay. Dang, as you can already see, that's already adhering there. And once you get that like smell, like that baked smell, yeah, you know it is good. So probably won't need to do anything else. I'll just let that cool and sit and be all set. Woo woo. So as you can tell, this shirt does have like green along the cuffs and the neckline. So I'm gonna paint that
once it's done and everything. I did this with another, like an actual human shirt. It does turn out a tad like harder, like crusty, because it's like, this is fabric paint, yes, but it's 3D fabric paint. I don't have a smooth one. I have a yellow. I couldn't like mix and make a green, but I don't really want to. So I'm just gonna use this one. And I feel like it looks good enough for me. And I'll probably just do that really, really carefully by hand. I might tape off the edges with painter's tape for like this part, but hopefully it can just work. It will just work out and be good. Okay, ready? Ooh, that's so cute. And like the distressed look, that looks okay because it's supposed to look distressed, you know? Oh my gosh, so cute. Now I'm gonna have to put like a little hanger on this so I can paint it and let it dry and stuff. Oh, so cute. I'm obsessed already. All right, I taped that up. The sleeves at least. Oh, it's gonna look so cute. See, it does look a tad different than the other one, but it's fine. And I'm just being very careful about trying to get it on that seam. And I'm gonna keep painting. Okay, so these are the little doggy Crocs that I got at Hobby Lobby. I heard from, I believe it was like Michelle's Miniatures. I'll put her username there. That's what they look like. Pink Cabana dog shoes, one size, 4-piece. I did see another set. When I went, there was only one there, but then today I went and then there was another set. So, but like out of this, you get 2 pairs of doll shoes for $6.99. Slay. And then I found these little, they say beads, but there's no holes in them, so they're like flat backs for $4.49. These might have been on sale too. I don't know. You know, they change their stuff all the time. But I really want to, not me trying to open it the wrong way, make those into little croc charms for the dolls. Okay, I got them open. So there's 4 different colors. There's a light pink, a dark pink, a like pearly, kind of like off-white cream, and then a red. So like, wouldn't that be flippin' adorable? So yes, I could just like glue these there, but I want to challenge myself because I'm crazy and see if I can make them removable. So put little pegs, which I'm probably gonna do out of clay, super glue this on, and then stick it in there. I just gotta make sure that I have enough room like for the doll's foot. And if I don't, then like, yeah, I'll just glue them on there. I might, well, see that strap, like, it doesn't even like go. It's kind of for decoration. So I might paint that like pink or red because I feel like that'd be kind of cute, like with the AG Crocs. I don't know. We'll see.
So as much as I do love the removable gibbets, a couple of them did like break after this, even though they were super glued on. Maybe I should have baked them longer. I don't know. I didn't want to burn them to a crisp. If I did it again, I would probably just glue them to the croc, but you know, I still tried. So again, I'm rolling out some Sculpey. It's polymer clay that you bake in the oven, and I had to make it small enough to fit in the little holes of the Crocs. So there was a lot of space in there for the toe. It doesn't really look like there is. So some of the ones towards like the toe are bigger and longer, so they would require a longer piece of Sculpey. And then for the ones that were closer to her, like the back of the foot, kind of like where the strap is, those were a lot smaller. So those had to be smaller, tiny bits. I did all of those. So I'm just setting / like taping these on top just to see like a good position for them. They're doing really well, like in there. I just like, because they are kind of like, you know, bulky, like big. I don't want them to be too close and then like run into each other. So I'm trying to like spread this out accordingly. I don't know. I don't want like there to be too many, but then I also don't want it to be like, oh, that's like not cool enough. You know, like, I feel like that's so close.
Don't do any of this without your parents'
So I'm thinking about
permission.
doing just like
Let
3
them
charms
help you with
each.
it.
I feel like that
So honestly, I think I baked it for like
looks
5
good.
minutes total.
enough.
I did
So,
not want it to get
I
burnt,
got my
but I also didn't want it to be too
tiny
squishy.
pieces of Sculpey that eventually I will bake
Yeah,
and
kind
then
of just
glue
play
those
around
onto,
with it
and then I
if
can
you do this and
hopefully
see.
remove them in
So
and
it's
out
not
as I go,
hard enough
and they will
where
be
you
cute.
could break it, but it's not soft enough where it can like leave an indent. Here they are, baking in my toaster oven. And in case there's any children out there watching, again, this is hot. You need to bake this. It has to be set at a certain temperature.
Okay, so now I'm going to glue the tiny little pegs to the tiny little bows using super glue. Again, if you're a child, ask your parents, because super glue is not super dangerous, but again, yeah, I don't want y'all to glue your fingers together. Always ask for assistance, especially with tiny things like this. It was kind of hard, and I, had to make sure that they all stayed straight-ish and, leave them to dry. I always blow on the thing just to help the glue dry a little faster. And the hardest part was honestly just like remembering which peg went in which shoe to which bow that I had color coded in my brain. And I was like, oh crap, because all the tiny little white Sculpey pegs looked the exact same to me. So I was trying to be like, okay, this one was with, the long one was with this red one here, and this one is here and here. And, as you can see, besides that one pink one, that one didn't stay as well. I would not do this in public because then the little gibbets would fall out. These would definitely be like a indoor project in pictures display only. But yeah, if you do this and glue them, then you can take them outside and potentially use them in a more sturdier situation. I think that's what I'm gonna do with my second pair of Crocs. Maybe, I don't know. They're really cute to me. And if anything, I'll just take the Sculpey pegs off and just glue them onto the little rubber shoe. But overall,
okay,
I'm
so
really,
I
really
saved
happy
the
with how
hardest
they
one
turned
for
out.
last.
They look
I believe
so
the headband is
so
going
realistic,
to be the hardest one. But that's
they're just so
okay
like hell,
because
girls gonna walk on the beach with
I'm
those
not
little Crocs
afraid
on.
of challenges. So here's my headband, okay? I got this at Five Below. Honestly, beforehand, I thought these were kind of stupid. And then my headband broke. I originally liked the hard plastic ones that have little tiny teeth that can pull your hair back because I got bangs, right? And so I got this just to be like, oh, it's kind of like Raquel's. That'd be funny. We could be matching, even though I don't have Raquel's. It's fine. And so then I used this, and I was like, wow, this thing actually works. Now I want to make one for Raquel. So I didn't want to cut up a not Sherpa. Oh my gosh, what's it called? I don't remember. The towel fabric. I have a headache now. So for this, you will need some fabric, or if you feel comfortable, a towel. I got this at Hobby Lobby. R.I.P. Joann's. I've been missing my girl Joann's. Ugh. It was a remnant, and it literally only cost $1.92. $1.92? Look at this fabric, and it's like the light pink. It's a fleece, but you know what? Fleece can absorb water too, so it's fine. I have a headband. I got these headbands Etsy, and I think there was like a 10 pack, and I have a lot left over, so doll headband. Fabric scissors. We only use these on fabric. You use these on something that's not fabric, call the police. No, I'm joking. That's just like a meme. There are cotton balls. These are the ones that fell on my bathroom floor because my mom last used them and did not close the bag. So now there's hairs on it, but that's fine because it's just gonna be going in there in the headband. A hot glue gun. Make sure you put a hot glue napkin underneath it so you do not get a drips on it and then ruin your table. Yeah. So what I'm kind of thinking, oh, and also, oh, it's like that way. Okay, that's fine. Also, you'll need thread and sewing needles. So I'm kind of thinking that we're gonna use a section and we're gonna poof it, and since these are already circular, kind of like put it in there, but then like sew around it so it's got that more definitive hump. So yeah, that's what we are gonna do, and hopefully it looks good. And I mean, these are pretty stretchy, so you know, I'm glad this material is very stretchy. Let's just cut some. Okay, got our piece that we're working with. So I'm gonna put this in the middle because obviously we're gonna need, oh wait. Oh, this is the outside. Make sure you're putting the right side in the right direction. Because yeah, we're gonna need enough to cover the headband. So I'm actually gonna put this more like here. And I think Raquel's, I think I'm only gonna do like that. Well, I don't know. Can I fit more? Is that obnoxious? That's probably not obnoxious. So hers is more like a swirly, but it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So hers has 8 humpies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only have 7. That's fine, because that seems like an okay size. So at least we got the sides. Now what? I'm joking. Let me think. Okay, I decided I'm gonna glue these first. So we'll start with these at the bottom. Hopefully my glue gun is warmed up. Okay, it is. That's good. That would have been embarrassing if it wasn't. No, I'm joking. You guys see me do all sorts of embarrassing things. It's fine. We're a family. We're friends. That's what you're supposed to watch me do, embarrassing things. Boop. Probably should have stuck that like boop instead. If you're using cotton balls, make sure you're putting them in the right direction, because apparently sometimes they have directions. Oh my gosh. And if you are a child, use adult supervision because this glue gun is hot. I don't mind. I've burnt my fingers a bajillion times. I don't care. I want to get like a real big one for the top. Might even do like 2, because this one's kind of like, okay, this, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make it into one big one. Give me the glue. There. My glue gun's gonna get all jammed with glue and puffy, and that's fun. Okay. So I unraveled one cotton ball to make one big cotton ball. Bam. If you kept it like this, you'd look like George Washington with a wig. Get all the little glue webs away. And hairs out. Yeah! Look at that puff! That looks like a good puff. I'm pumped. so we're just gonna try this. I've made Mickey headbands before. The headband was always kind of like the trickiest part. And the hand sewing, that was not good on my fingers. But you know, we have a lot of this fabric, and that's why I like it being a remnant, because it's just little and you don't need a whole lot. So I'm kind of thinking all the ugly, this one wants to come off. You're not allowed to come off. You need to be, you might have to glue like between them, kind of, so they stay. Though I am going to be like sewing in the middle of them, so do with that what you will. But I'm kind of thinking it's going to wrap like that, and then we'll just hot glue underneath so you don't see the messy edges. I think that's going to work. So yeah, I always put this part like on the headband here so we don't see that, and then we can tuck all the edges in there. I did usually do that with my like Mickey headbands. Bloop. Perfect, look at that. Oh my gosh, it fits perfectly. And bloop. Okay, so now we just gotta tuck the rest of that in. You honestly don't even need this much. I have too much here. I'm gonna have to cut stuff. Like, look at that seam allowance. I gave so much seam allowance, so much grace. So yeah, you can honestly cut the majority of that. We're gonna cut this long side first. I just don't want to accidentally cut off too much, lol. That'd be funny. Not really, I'd cry a little bit inside, but give me there. So I would tuck in. That seems like it's good. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this. Okay, I switched angles so you guys could kind of see a little bit more. So I'm gonna actually glue this like a little bit there so we don't see that edge too. So when we fold it over onto the headband part, it actually looks neat. Now my glue stick's gonna be like literally right in your guys' viewpoint, and you're gonna be like, girl, why'd you do that? Ooh, getting hot glue everywhere, except where I need it to be. That's fine. I need this to like lay down more. There we go. I need this part to fall in there. And you know, if you feel more comfortable sewing, then sew it like that, you know? Hopefully this isn't too poofy to like put on a doll's head, but I'm sure it will be fine. Oh. I'm gonna stretch that fabric to infinity and beyond. We're stretching that fabric. Alright, do I want... I'm gonna cut this leg piece. It's a little too bulky for me. Okay, and then we're gonna literally cut most of this. Hopefully we can cut excess stuff. Oh yeah, because look how much that's stretching. We're totally fine. We should do a burn count. How many times is Ashley gonna burn her hand doing this one project? Okay, so clearly one side looks great and the other side looks like poop. That's fine. Okay, so I started at the bottom, went all the way around, and I'm just gonna keep doing that, honestly. Like, I'm gonna put like a boop stitch so that it stays more. But yeah, like, look at how nice that is now. Oh, so nice. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go back and then tie that little bit off. And do that for all the sides.
Guys, I can't believe that actually worked. And it doesn't look half bad. Like, the back, don't look at the back. Who's gonna look at the back? Nobody's gonna look at the back. But like this actually looks nice. I'm actually really impressed because I was sitting here racking my brain like, how am I gonna do this? What's it gonna look like? It's probably gonna look like poop. Da 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 da. Slay. This is so adorable. I cannot. Oh my gosh. And there it is, all of the DIYs. There's Raquel with her cute bangs. I might give her like real bangs one day if I feel brave and comfortable enough. I know one of my friends on AGIG reached out and was telling me how she did bangs on her dolls with the steamer. I was like, oh my gosh, girl, I'm totally gonna have to do that. So I'm really excited. I might do that. But there is the handkerchief. There is her headband. Our matching shirts. The Crocs with the removable gibbets. And the set. I really think that the pink added a lot to this. I think this ball looks super dark compared to these. Oopsie doopsie. But you know, I think it still works. I think it still looks good. I'm really excited. I'm in a Raquel era right now, guys, because of Samantha. Because she's related to Samantha and I love Samantha. So anything that Samantha and Raquel love, I love too now. But yeah, oh my gosh. Thank you guys for coming on this chaotic DIY and craft video again with me. Tag me if you guys do any of this stuff. Make anything. I love seeing DIY videos. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next one.